If your Go High Level AI voice agent isn't booking calls like it should, it's probably not your script, it's your settings. In this video, I got an award-winning professional AI voice architect who is gonna walk us through step-by-step on how to make your Go High Level AI voice agents work smarter, learn faster, and sound human. Let's optimize this thing.
It's fairly simple. I don't think you're going to have any trouble following along. All right. So right now, we'll start off in the agency side of your sub account. So you're going to be in the agency side, and then you're going to go to labs. If you don't see labs at the bottom, then go ahead and hit settings, and you'll toggle to this tab that says labs. What High Level's been doing lately is they're releasing a lot of things in labs, and people are confused or not able to find it. So you're going to see labs at the bottom. You're going to go here. It'll say agency, but you want to click on the sub account labs. So you want to go here. And then you're going to see a lot of different features that are being released. I add pretty much most of these features as they are released. So this is the one that we're looking for. It says Voice AI import voices from 11 labs. So you have to have an 11 Labs account to do this, obviously. It could be the creator account, which is very inexpensive. It's under $20, and we'll show you exactly how to do it. This one is going to be active in 2 days. So in the next 2 days, it won't be in Labs. It'll be already active in your account. So you're just going to hit activate, and then it'll be say enable. You can enable it for one or many sub accounts. Okay, so then that is that. We're active now. I'm going to transition into my regular voice agent in my sub account. I already have this open for you. And as you can see on the left side, I went to AI agents, and then I click voice AI, and now I'm into the agent screen. This is your main agent screen. Okay. And I'm going to show you some tips and tricks that I feel would be very useful to the people watching, that I think would make their agents really stand out and perform exactly how they should and be high performing agents for them. For example, we're here on this main agent screen. This is where you set up your main greeting for the call. So this is what the call is going to say when they connect. So this here is not controlled by AI at all. This is almost like a voicemail. So what's going to happen is they're going to answer and it's going to read it. If the caller has a question about this particular sentence, the AI is not going to be able to respond to that. So this is just a message that's pre-recorded. Now, one of the things that I always like to tell people is there's two things that are very important in this field. This is a very important field, and I'll tell you why. Number one, it should always end in a question, or you're going to have a stalemate. No one's going to know who to talk or who's next. So always end in a question. I always like to have it in one complete sentence without any punctuation. It makes the AI speak it much more naturally. The other thing is I always try to guide them down paths. So you would say, if you're dealing with a med spa, hey, are you calling for a billing question, a new service, or booking an appointment? Give them a couple of clear paths when you're doing this intro statement. What will that do? It'll direct the caller down a clear path. Why do we want to do that? It'll eliminate hiccups later down the line where they're just asking random questions. So they're going to take one of those three choices. The other thing, what I found is it'll reduce your call time. My average call time on a booking agent's about 1.5 minutes. Without doing what I told you, it would be 3 to 4 minutes. The longer they're on the call, the more problems you potentially have. Okay. So that's a quick thing here that's very important. All of this stuff here is not important. None of this gets recorded or anything. This is just for you to label. All right. So now let's talk about why we're here. We're here for the voices. So this is the voice control panel. This is where we are picking the actual voices in High Level. So if you click on this, you're going to have the new dashboard or the new one that has all these different voices within it. I would always suggest choosing high quality voices. So you can toggle this on. It'll throttle back the selections available, but you can also filter these by language, by accents, by genders, and then filter them down however you'd like to do that. Now, why the whole purpose we're here, Declan, is that we're trying to use my voice clone, which you could see it's already in High Level, but I'm going to show you how to do this the right way and do it very quickly. It's not that difficult.
Now, Mike, I have a quick question before you do this. I just have a quick question. For the people listening, what would you suggest and when would you suggest using your voice, the person's or the agencies, versus using a pre-made voice? Is there a specific time? I mean, when would that be perfectly?
I mean, obviously it's ultra customization. Keep in mind, these agents are very, very powerful. They can do a lot more than pretend to answer the phone. You know, they could book to a calendar. As of yesterday, you could book to multiple calendars. So you could book right now to 50 different calendars. So if you have a med spa, you have a barber shop, you have a nail salon, and you have multiple people that are booking, maybe you're a realtor and you have a bunch of different agents, you can book to 50 calendars calendars now. So the other thing here that is critical is I've built these agents for numerous reasons. Let me give you another example. We did one for the National Electrical Code. So we loaded the National Electrical Code. It was an internal agent only specifically for electricians that worked for a large electrical company. They're on a job site. They wanted to reference something in the National Electrical Code, called it up, asked the question, the agent responded with the knowledge base. So there's a lot of other things you can do. The other thing that people always forget too as well is that these agents are very powerful. People pay for ads and they direct ads and they get phone calls. Can you imagine if you're an HVAC company and somebody calls up and says to you, hey, agent, I have a problem with my air conditioner. Can you guys send somebody out and fix it? And you schedule an appointment and everything's great. But why leave it at that? Why not have that agent upsell them into a yearly service contract? You already have them on the telephone. Why not say, hey, listen, we're going to come out complimentary today for your service call to get your AC up and running. For the check, it's free, but there'll be a fee if we have to change the compressor or whatever. But listen, we'll waive that service fee if you upgrade today into a yearly maintenance contract. How about that? The AI can do that for you. All you have to do is just prompt the upsell. There's plenty of ways to upsell with these agents. People pay to get these leads. Why not maximize them? So as far as this goes, you want to sound maybe like you. So you're not available to answer the phone 24/7, 365. You want to give it to you as close as you can to your voice. This is the way to do it.
Perfect. Yeah.
If you need to buy phone numbers, you can buy them in here, just like a regular high-level phone number. Keep in mind, one of the things that I get questioned all the time is they say, well, I can't do voice because I don't have A2P. You don't need A2P to do voice calls. You need A2P to do SMS with voice calls. So if you're just going to do demos, as an example, inbound demos, you don't need A2P. You can roll with that right out of the box. So you don't need any of it. So, and the last thing is another question that I get a lot is, how do I make the thing pick up at certain times of the day or pick up after, or, if I have a receptionist. So if you have a receptionist, this is where that selection is. So this one is a backup of the call. So you want to enable it as a backup to the actual receptionist. So you have somebody answering the phones 9 to 5 in a med, but if they don't pick up during lunch or they're on break or in the restroom, it'll pick up. Then you can also set here, I can say, I want to set the days and the hours for this thing to pick up. So like, I know I'm going to be at lunch from 12 to 1. So I can say Monday, and I say from 12 or 11 o'clock a.m. to 11, let's just say 11:59, I'm at lunch. So it's going to pick up during that time frame. I can click here and I can add it to every single day of the week automatically. And I can even add different things in on the same day. So I can sit there and say, okay, I want it at 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, or from 5 o'clock on till the morning, it'll answer. So you could set up, this is very flexible. You could set this up to answer as much or as little as you want, very customizable. I think that is a pretty quick overview. I'd like to, let's do a quick demo with my voice on the phone. I probably have it somewhere. I can just look up a quick number. We can do a quick demo and see what you guys think.
If you're enjoying this video, but you want to learn more about high level and take it to the next level, I have a 30-day free trial link down below, where when you sign up with that, you get access to a ton of amazing bonuses. So that's calls from me. That's calls from other coaches, free snapshots, trainings on how to sell high level, trainings on how to master high level, AI prompts, sales scripts, the whole 9 yards. And as I said before, you get to learn from me, the GHL wizard himself, who is a platinum winner and a 2-time gold winner. And you're going to be getting access to all my stuff for free. And again, you get access to all of this when you sign up with my high level link or upgrade under it right down below. Now, if you already have high level and you want all these amazing bonuses, there is another link down below where I will show you how to get in if you already have high level and are upgraded. So if that interests you and you want to take your AI voice game or your AI agency to the next level, click the link down below and I'll see you inside the community.
But before we do that, this is a very powerful feature that I think a lot of people are overlooking, is this template area. I personally have put up around 250 different templates in the marketplace. So if you look at mine, like this is one of mine. This is that pet one that I won the award with, but there's a bunch of them. So this is mine. This is a auto repair one. So you can click on that. They're free. All of mine are free. That would get you there 85% of the way. So you can download this really quick and you'd be up and running in 10 minutes, and then you make your modifications. This has all the actions and everything set up already for you. So this would get you there rapidly, very rapidly, and get you up and running. So if you're new to high level or you're new to the voice space, this would be great. The other little tip and trick is, they have conversational AI agents here as well. So if you're not familiar with any of these, these are great to take. And if they're free, which most of them are, look, free, free, free. And I've installed these. Why? Because I want to see different features that maybe people took a different approach than maybe I did. So these are great to look at and get some ideas. And maybe you could restructure some of the things that you do and improve upon it. Maybe something in this agent's really good, and maybe something here is really good. I can blend them together and make it my own. So these are all, everyone in here is pretty gracious. They've have a ton of free ones in here. So something to think about to get started for sure.
Wait, Mike, would you say you have the best one? No, you can say you really good stuff.
So I try to be as giving as I can to the community because I know I've been there. And when I first started, like there wasn't none of these resources available. So I took a lot of time and I've developed a lot of stuff that I give away. I have voice agent guides that I give away, and I give away a lot of these prompts. And it's really, are they perfect? No, but will they get you 85% of the way there? And then you just tune them up for that specific business? Yes. So it's a gift from me to everyone, to all of you guys. I've been blessed. Everyone's helped me out, so I'm helping others and paving the way.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Mike.
No worries. But yeah, so they're all in here. You could check them out. Some people are charging for them, but you could filter these down by pricing. So if you say, hey, listen, I just want the free ones, here's all your free ones. It'll keep loading and loading. I mean, I have these are all mine, free. So you could just check those out. I mean, I literally have 250 niches. You name it, we have it. Something to keep your eye on is this agent studio. I know a lot of people are not messing with this, but this is something to keep your eye on. This is like N8N built into high level.
Hey, well, Mike, we'll have to do another video on that sometime because we'll do that.
That's a whole other day.
Yeah,
for sure. But that was something to keep an eye for sure. That would take more than 1 hour.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a few minutes. I'm going to do a quick demo of this med spa. And then the great thing about this database or this dashboard here is we put this in a couple of days ago. We have 22 calls. These are the actions, the ones that I said, oh, it's grabbing the emails and it's grabbing phone numbers. These are counting those. And then this is this on the call. So I say, listen, was it a pleasant experience? Yeah, they're having 100% positive. If I start to see this dip, I need to address something here. And you could set the dates for these dashboards and get a lot of data in these different calls. So that's just something to think about. So listen, I can go in here too. Keep in mind, I can go into this med spa prompt. One thing I didn't show you, you can go into the advanced settings. There's some settings in here that are very important. This has been recently added too. This is your maximum call time. So this, after 15 minutes, this call is going to hang up. It's set at 5 minutes default. So if you're hanging up after 5, increase this up, upwards to 15 minutes. If it has idle time, and the reason for that is sometimes people will call and leave the phone on their car seat and it's running, it's costing you money. So you could set this where they're getting idle time reminders and so on. But the main point here is I wanted to show you the voice controls. The voice controls is critical. This one specifically is very important. High level, when you build one of these, it gets defaulted as fast. And what this does, it sounds like it's how fast the agent is talking, but it's really not. This is how fast the agent jumps on to respond back to you. If you put it on fast, it's going to be like the agent's overtaking you and talking on it. So you don't want that. Normally, I would put this on normal or moderate maximum. So normal would be starting, and if it sounds appropriate, I leave it there. Moderate on some occasions. Now, this is never, all of these settings are never set it and forget it. In other words, the voice dictates these settings. So like this was set for a different voice. So my voice sounded on that call a little sluggish. So I would sit there and I would say, listen, I can turn up the temperature, meaning, what is temperature? What does it mean? Well, they put tooltips in here. I asked them to do that. How creative the AI can be. So I wanted more creative. I want it to be like more freestyle. I can slide this. And when I say slide it, I do this. That's it. And then I test. I don't go like this and I don't go like this. I would just do it one increment at a time. Interruption sensitivity, that means like if you're talking and it would interrupt the agent, okay? Back channeling is very important. Back channeling is a new feature. Basically, what that does is it makes it sound normal. It'll interject certain phrases that you like to say that maybe you're not even aware of. It could be, yeah, or, it makes it sound more natural. So it'll introduce those words to make it sound like a human a lot more. The voice settings here is another one that's very, very important. This is the speed of the call. So this is how fast talking. So I'm in Florida. Maybe we speak a little slower than people up in the Northeast. So maybe we slow it down a little. Maybe you have a population where you'd want a little faster. Again, one tick at a time. Don't go all the way and go ham on that. Voice temperature, which you'll have here, it adjusts the expressiveness of the call. So it's going to be more energetic. If you sound flat, you can bring it up a little bit at a time. These are all important. important. And then this one, these last two are important, and I'll leave it at that. This is background noise. So you can make it have natural background noise. I can have a coffee shop. So when you're talking to the agent, you'll have a coffee shop in the background, or you'll have outdoor sound, or you're going to have static noise or a call center. So these are just some that they put in. And then this one will remove noise, which is the default. And this one will remove noise and background speech. So if you're in a noisy area with other people talking, before the agent would get interrupted by the people in the background, it wouldn't know that you're not talking to it. So now it would eliminate that background noise, which stops it from picking up. If you get these all dialed up wrong, you just hit reset the defaults and then you'd be back in business. But this is a very important section for sure. And it kind of dovetails on what we just covered with cloning your voice and so on and so forth. So that pretty much is the system in a nutshell on a quick down and dirty 1 hour video. And I think if you have any other questions, Declan, let's answer those, and then we can see what the audience thinks, and I'll pop in your chat and respond to those occasionally as well.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, first off, I want to say thank you, Mike. I appreciate you doing this and really sharing your knowledge. I think the one thing that I've really less of a question, but more of a takeaway is just always being aware of the changes, because it seems like there's been so many updates, and there always is, and it's very easy to kind of, miss out. And that's why it's really important to, watch my channel or watch your channel, Michael, where we're always constantly staying atop. Because I know people where they'll hop in and they'll be like, wait a minute, you can book, appointments with this? Like they're that far behind.
You bring up a really good point. And then, I didn't really want to talk sales here on the call, but basically I'll give it to you in a quick nutshell, in a quick down and dirty. You're going to charge for the setup here on these. If your viewers are selling these, they're an agency, they're going to sell these to other people, you're going to charge for the setup. What I would suggest is that you charge a premium for the setup. That's where you really can mark it up. Don't be shy to charge for the setup. Why? Psychologically, the client knows that this is semi-custom. They know that you're tailoring it to their business. They're aware of that. Where the clients get a heartache is on the reoccurring. Okay.
Yeah.
They think you're like a web host and you're going to just finish this and it's going to be on a rack somewhere and you're never going to touch it. I explain to them, and it's important for your viewers to explain to the client that, I'm constantly monitoring your agent. This is your phone system, and HighLevel changes daily, sometimes multiple times. Algorithms are changing. These models are changing. Features are getting introduced. So it's going to require constant maintenance and optimization. If I don't charge you for that, I'd be doing a disservice. And the reason for that is in about 3 to 4 months, you'd have a car with the wheels falling off. That is going to be the main reason that they're going to let you go, is if you're charging too much for that reoccurring. So be reasonable on the reoccurring. Don't be afraid to charge them on the setup, because in their mind, they know you're working for that. Okay. So that is just a little tip that kind of works. We'll do another video on sales and I can show you how to package this properly and really crush it on the sales side.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Mike. And I can't wait for the next video.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, drop in the comments down below. I'll answer personally. If you are interested in HighLevel, click the link down below. I'll help you out. But what I want to do now is I want to link a video at the end of this video that's going to pop up right here on the screen. That's going to be going over all of the stuff you get when you sign up under my link in HighLevel. Okay, it's going to be showing you the community, real testimonials of people winning, and it's going to just walk you through what you really get. So you can see that this is real and not just some guy in a robe telling you that it is, and it's awesome. You can see it because seeing is believing. So again, thank you for watching. Drop a comment down below and watch the video that pops up at the end of this one.